Guys, gals, and fellow gender non-conforming pals, welcome back. I am C28. What's this? Is this 30 now? Did we make it to vlog 30? Okay, I was just blown away by this. Nah, you're joking, right? 39, not 29, 39. This is the 40th video. There's no way it's been that many. Okay, that's just insane to me. That's bizarre. Anyway, let's plug you back in. I think it'd be so funny if this is 29, but I'm going to go off and assume that it's 30. Yeah. So, anywho, what happened today? So today I had a lecture test. Went pretty well. I was a bit concerned because I wrote in like questions to go back to, and I had like 12 questions. I was like, oh, that's not good that I have 12 questions that I'm like absolutely lost on, but I logicked my way out of them. I got a 94. It's not bad, obviously, but I was shooting for like at least 95 to like, mid to high 90s, but it is what it is. Yeah. So I was shooting to get the class passed with like a 98 to 97.5 or something like that, which would be nice. We had lab today, but it was not anything new we're learning, obviously. We're just going over, review the same stuff we've been doing, understanding the workflow of Pro Tools, and I'm actually quite comfortable with it now. We had our lab 10, which was, it was a genuine lab. It wasn't like a test or anything, but it was going over different ways to manipulate clips in Pro Tools, different ways to route, different inserts, route audio throughout. So we had memory locations that we were utilizing, and we do that for most of the later down the line lab tests. It is when you do your the most recent lab test we had and the last lab test, and then of course this lab, you use memory locations to go back and forth between different questions, which is a smart way to do it. Logic doesn't have the same thing, but it's a very smart way to do it because you can click and then it pulls up all the stuff you need to use, but it's in the same Pro Tools session. And then once you're done, you can bind everything together, which is pretty cool. Yeah. So I do a little bit of audio editing, I do a little bit of beat identification, bunch of stuff. Got my schedule for next class. Have, what is it called again? Project and Portfolio 1, Audio Arts. My understanding is it's pretty much a whole class where we are spending time making 2 songs. You make a 16 bar track, no, is it? You make an 8 bar track and a 16 bar track. One's like with all sort of, what's it called? Acoustic instruments. The other's all with like digital or synthesized instruments. So I reckon I'll be good with that. I'm excited for it. Very excited for it. Yeah. Any 12-year-olds in the chat, I need you to maybe chill, because the abbreviation is PP1, and I do plan to use that. So 12-year-olds in chat, please just chill. Thank you. Appreciate that. What else we got? Oh, important thing. So, actually, let's save that for last. So, updates with our album thing that I've been talking about, yeah. So, I have a lot of time next month. I have 2 classes a week. 2 classes a week, and I'm pretty much free other than that. So that's really nice. Gives me a lot of time to focus on other endeavors, whether it be anything from just like music to enjoying the city, tutoring, whatever have you. Have me, whatever I have. So I'm going to enjoy that time to really just relax and enjoy full sail life, So I've been, I don't know how to describe it, but with the workload picking up, not workload, but the audio workstations was a more difficult class, I'll say that. And it took a lot more studying than the other classes did. I typically don't really study a whole lot because I tend to get the info from class, and then in lab it reaffirms it I'm like, okay, I know the info, but this is like one of the only classes where I'll actually spend a day studying. I'm like, oh right, shoot, what was that we were going over? And then it clicks. And the strangest thing is, I have a difficult time, you've seen this in these video logs throughout this entire class, I have a difficult time conveying this information because a lot of it is just, like I said, it's menus, but it's also, it's muscle memory of how do you go about doing things. And while I could go on for ages saying, yeah, if you have your mouse cursor on the outside top left corner of a clip, and then you select it with the selector tool and then let go, because you have a certain mode enabled, and then if you have spot on, you can have it clip and just select that track and then move it something like. There are so many intricate tiny pieces that work together that I'm not going to talk about at all. It's a lot. But the concept we're going over, I can talk about that, but then it seems like very short. Anyway, this class took a lot of brain power, whereas the other ones didn't for me. I suspect the next one won't take a whole lot of brain power. Watch it be the hardest class. That'd be so funny. But I don't think it will be. I'm already pretty well versed in doing music stuff. So I imagine they're going to feel like summer days. The 2 projects we're doing, project portfolio. Yes, so the last thing I wanted to say. I have officially, finally set up memberships for the C28 Music YouTube channel. You can now become a channel member, and I'm calling you control voltages. Control voltages. For those of you who don't know what that really means, control voltage, in a synthesizer sense, is a voltage that controls another module. So say the filter's looking for, where's my cutoff supposed to be? When you plug in a wire that tells it where it's supposed to be, the signal going through that wire is the control voltage. So, in the same sense, anyone who becomes a channel member is a control voltage for C28 Music. Kind of a nerdy thing, but I like it. So you will be my control voltages, helping guide the channel throughout. And the income I receive from channel memberships will be used directly to fund the C28 Music YouTube channel. So, I think this is my rite of passage as a YouTube content creator now, because I'm going to say it for the first time in my YouTube history. I didn't want to say it because I felt it was needy, but you know, if you enjoy the content you're seeing, you can subscribe. There's a red button down below, and that magical red button allows YouTube to know you enjoyed this. You can also hit the little thumbs up thing, but the YouTube algorithm really, really likes that little red button being pressed. So, yeah, but when you press that red button, you get a blue button that pops up. And that blue button is really helpful. And that blue button lets you become a channel member, a control voltage. There are many perks to being a control voltage. Perk 1, I'll give you some behind the scenes looks at what I'm doing. So before I shoot videos, I'll put little shorts up, and you can see shorts about what I'm doing, planning out videos and whatnot. Just maybe life updates, whatever have you. I'll figure out some way to do live streams eventually where it can be members only, and so we can do public live streams, we could do members only live streams. That'd be really cool. And the final thing, some of you may know that there was a C28 Music Discord server. Well, I lost access to that Discord account, so I'm no longer an administrator there, or rather the owner. So I made another one. And this other one is for channel members only. Control voltages. C28 control voltages. Now, if you were previously in the Discord, the previous one, there's a link in there that will be good for the next 6 days to transfer you over. If you got my Discord, you know, just message me and be like, yo, C28, let me in. And I'll let you in. Yes. But that'd be a nice fun place where we can have the C28 community come together, talk about future video ideas, talk about just like music stuff. You know, we're audio nerds, we're music nerds, we gotta stick together. Yeah. I think we go to the outro now. So, let's add a segment. If you enjoyed what you watched today, if you really liked it, please consider subscribing. Helps the channel out a lot. And if you like it a lot, consider joining and becoming a Control Voltage, where you can now get your hands deep into C28 Music YouTube channel and start controlling some stuff. Hope you all take care of yourselves. God be with you, and goodbye, YouTube.